This afternoon in Abilene, two of the top teams in the state will tangle for the TAPPS 5A girls basketball title. It's Dallas Christian versus Westbury Christian, and it's coming up next here on Spectrum Sports. From Kimbrell Arena in Abilene, Texas, Spectrum Sports presents the TAPPS Girls Basketball Championship. This afternoon, it's the 5A title game between number 1 ranked Dallas Christian and number 3 ranked Westbury Christian. And a very pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm Tom Franklin alongside Neil Raphael. And Neil, we've seen this act before. These two teams met for the crown last year with Dallas Christian prevailing.
Yeah, should be a great one. 1 against 3 today. We'll see what happens in this rematch.
2-point game a year ago in overtime. Today, you've got a young, deep team against an experienced, not-so-deep team. For Dallas Christian, one of the young standouts for this team is the post player in the middle, number 44, and that is Taylor Jones.
Taylor Jones, 6'3" post player, gives it all, works extra hours in the gym. She is a beast inside. We'll see what happens today in the low block.
Westbury Christian coach Michael Williams only has 7 players to work with, and as a result has to be very careful with how the game is played. And the bus driver, if you will, is Marissa Banfield.
Yeah, the quarterback, the bus driver, the team leader. We'll see what happens. We'll see if they can contain her today. Should be a Donnybrook.
These two teams, as we said, met a year ago. It's round 2, Dallas Christian versus Westbury Christian. The TAPPS 5A girls title on the line, and we'll come back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off for today's game right after this timeout. Back here at Kimbrell Arena in Abilene on the campus of McMurray University, site of the 2017 TAPPS Girls Basketball Championships, getting set for the 5A title game between Dallas Christian and Westbury Christian. Starting lineup for the defending champions from Dallas Christian, the Chargers. And you see the lineup there. You're going to see another Jones in there. There are 3 Jones sisters in Victoria, who goes by Tori, and Taylor Jones. They are twins, even though they're unusual for twins. One is 6'3" and the other is only 5'9". And their older sister, Carly, plays as well. And for Westbury Christian, the Rock 5, the 5 seniors for head coach Michael Williams, trying to get what they came up just shy a year ago, 2-point loss in overtime to the same Dallas Christian team. You see all 5 seniors there, and they're going to be out there for the extent of the game. He says, Michael Williams told us all 5 of his starters average better than 30 minutes a game. That's just incredible in this day and age, Neil.
Yes, you've got to be in great condition. Can you imagine what the practices look like? All the assistant coaches have to participate.
Bring people in off the street, kids
Yes.
playing in the parking lot. Come on in here and work with our girls.
Well, one thing I did when I coached girls, we always scrimmaged against the freshman boys or the JV boys, and it was strong competition, so it's a good match.
Let's see how both of these teams arrived at the championship game here in 2017. It was Dallas Christian winning over Midland, and then Austin Regents in the semifinals. Semifinal victory was 92-46. Meanwhile, Westbury Christian, a little harder road as they got by Corpus Christi Incarnate Word and San Antonio Christian, winning in their semifinals by a score of 64-54. Dallas Christian designated the visiting team. They'll be in blue, and Westbury Christian in white. It'll be Taylor Jones to jump center against Emmer Nichols. And we are just about ready for action here. 5A title game. Jones wins the tip. Run down in the front court by Callie Abbott. We're seeing a 2-3 matchup zone here, Neil. Taylor Jones at the free throw line trying to drive on Nichols and got it. Tough shot by Taylor Jones to get things started.
She bounced off Nichols and able to hold her ground and score the low block. Nice job by Jones.
Little 3/4 court zone trap. Almost a steal here on the sideline by Tori Jones. Ball will stay with Westbury Christian. Mia Perkins shoots it in. This is Marissa Banfield. Again, we told you about the importance of her trying to keep this team in a deliberate half-court style to conserve energy. Tried the entry pass. It was picked off by Taylor Jones. Out on the wing to Abbott. Travel, carrying the ball.
Yeah, the long wingspan by Taylor Jones.
Watch here. Yeah, you see the deliberation,
Yes.
the break in the dribble pattern. Here's Banfield just across the midcourt stripe. High entry pass, almost taken away from Perkins, and they get a bucket on the other end.
Good pinpoint precision passing by Westbury Christian.
But I tell you what, this Dallas Christian defensive team, those hands are everywhere.
They are. They're very long.
Three for the corner is good by Kaylee Raspberry. Raspberry, a 6'8" senior. Makes it a 5-2 lead for Dallas Christian. Trying to go for Nichols, too strong, and trying to lean out at the end was Tori Jones, and she got a hand on it, but couldn't keep it in play. Tori, one of the twins.
There it is in the deep corner.
Wide open. Ball comes cross court for Banfield.
Yeah, 1-3-1 zone.
They get it inside for the turnaround for Perkins. No good, but she was fouled. Was it up high by Jones or down low? It was down low. That's Kaylee Abbott who got the whistle. Saw Jones driving by on the inside, or Abbott driving by on the inside that got the brush and the foul. Meanwhile, missed free throw by Mia Perkins. That'll be something to watch. Last year, it was overtime in the championship game, 48-46. And Michael Williams' club missed 14 free throws in that game. He said if we make 6 of them, we win. 1 out of 2 on that trip down the floor for Mia Perkins. 5-3 the score early on here. Minute and 50 going by.
The Dallas Christian working that triangle. Low block presence and 2 wings.
That was partially blocked coming up, but Taylor Jones is there to clean up the mess.
And why that's so successful, Tom, it's really 3 against 2. You have a top guard and then you have one on the bottom.
Loose on the wing was Leah Salibi. She chose not to shoot. Here's Banfield, now for Salibi in the corner. They enter it down low. Back out to Perkins. Down the lane, can't get it, fouls her own shot and puts it in. Mia Perkins, 6'2" senior, averaging 14 points and 11 rebounds per game.
Great anticipation by Perkins on her missed shot.
Dallas Christian with the ball and a 2-point advantage.
There's that 3-on-2. Someone's got to step out.
Taylor Jones had the rebound, but poked out of her hands by Nichols, and Nichols recovers the loose ball. Looked for all the world like Taylor Jones was going to have a putback, but Nichols got an arm in there. They harass Banfield out high. Banfield will shoot the 3 and get it. Marissa Banfield.
Good patience. Nice poise by Westbury Christian. Got the shot they wanted and nailed it.
Averages just under 18 points and 7 assists per game, the 5'6" senior. 1-point lead now for Westbury Christian. Raspberry out top. Abbott will try to drive and shoot the floater and shot it too strong, missed everything. Goes out of bounds and will go over to Westbury Christian. And number 40, Carly Jones, will check in. She's the oldest of the Jones sisters. She's the senior, 6'3". So now all 3 Joneses are out there. 40 is Carly, 44 is Taylor, and 30 is Tori. Try the entry pass to Perkins and get a kick ball. They will inbound on the baseline. Will Westbury Christian? No, we're going to make it side out. Perkins will put the ball in play. Banfield for Salibi. Inside they go for Nichols. Double team, ball taken away. On the run is Raspberry. She'll go all the way. Lost it going up. Loose ball, however, is picked up and taken out of trouble by Addison Southers. 3 by Tori Jones, no good. Fighting for the rebound is Carly Jones. And Nichols, alternating possession, will give the ball to Westbury Christian.
Really strong battle thus far.
Full court pressure set up by Dallas Christian. With no reserves to speak of to play for.
No.
Westbury Christian. Dallas Christian wants to do everything they can to speed this game up. And the pass by Emma Nichols goes too tall for Leah Salibi, only 5'5" on the sideline, and she couldn't bring it in.
And speed up the pace of the game as well as try to tire out Westbury Christian. Thus far, they've had no problem with the full court pressure.
Taylor Jones from the corner almost lost the dribble, comes back outside. That's Tiffany Van Loon, 32, is checked in. The drive and the scoop. How about that shot by Kaylee Raspberry? She has 5 of the 9 points for Dallas Christian. Banfield for 3, and that's her second one from long range. Banfield got loose, had an opportunity, stopped and popped from behind the arc. Taylor Jones over Nichols.
And Nichols kept giving ground, and Jones was able to finish at the rim.
Banfield again, and she's got 3 of them. Holy smokes.
On fire.
14-11 thanks to 3 3-pointers for Marissa Banfield. And a steal now for Westbury Christian. Perkins with a steal, trying to go coast to coast. Put it up, no good. Rebound taken out by Taylor Jones. Here's Raspberry again, under traffic and up and in with the left hand. Tell you what, Kaylee Raspberry and Marissa Banfield putting on a show for the folks here.
Yes, they are.
14-13 with 1:40 left here in the first quarter. Great action here in the girls' TAPPS 5A championship game. Perkins for Nichols. Nice ball movement. And Nichols finishes it off for their second basket.
A nice lob from Perkins to Nichols up high. Kept the ball up high away from the defender. Easy kiss off the glass.
Van Loon airmailed everything with a three. Orange with the rebound. And back comes Westbury Christian as we hit the 1 minute mark here in the first quarter. They lob it in for Nichols. She'll kick it back outside. Banfield again. Yes!
Wow, she's even surprising her, and that one from the right side.
4 3-pointers in the first quarter. Marissa Banfield, 19-13 is the lead for Westbury Christian. Taylor Jones had it swiped away by Salibi. She recovers. Here's Carly Jones. She missed everything. And Westbury Christian can play for the last shot of the first quarter and try and extend the 6-point lead. Nichols out between the circles. Finds Salibi. Now Banfield with 10. They double team her. Trying to get loose on the sideline from 12 feet. Yes! Marissa Banfield with what a first quarter performance. 14 points for Westbury Christian. And she has led the Wildcats to an early 21-13 lead over the defending TAPPS 5A champions from Dallas Christian. Great first quarter action here in Abilene. We'll be back with period number 2 after this timeout.
Don't let them.
And we're back. Started play a little bit early here in period number 2. A couple of close-in chances missed by Dallas Christian, and now Westbury Christian cannot capitalize, so we stay at 21-13, 22 seconds in here.
Yeah, 14 of 21 points in the first quarter by Marissa Banfield. Unbelievable.
This is Tori Jones back outside. Now Tori King, 22, is coming at the break. Taylor Jones left it short underneath the rim. And Nichols will take the rebound down. Ahead it comes quickly for Banfield. Here's another three. Not this time. Finally missed one. The rebound taken down the floor by Kaylee Abbott. Taylor Jones misses, but cleaning up on the back door. Tori King with her first points just in the game off the bench. You know, considering last year's game, Neil, and talking to the coaches before the game, I did not expect this kind of tempo and scoring from these two teams so far in this game. Here's Banfield. She's had the hot hand. Dishes off to Salibi.
They're kind of face guarding Banfield on the
There's
outside.
Perkins and one for Mia Perkins. Her second field goal of the game. foul is going to go on Carly Jones. And Coach Warren Southers with a word for our officiating crew on that call. He's going to make sure all three of them know whatever it was that he wanted to be known out there gets known. And Perkins finishes the three-point play. 6 points for Mia Perkins, and it's a 24-15 lead for Westbury Christian. Their biggest of the afternoon so far. Foul out away from the ball. Leah Salibi will get the whistle. Her first. And that's just the first team foul against Westbury Christian. Substitutions for Dallas Christian. Addison Southers comes back in along with Kaylee Raspberry. Carly Jones checks out along with Tori King. Bad pass, but recovered by Southers. Trying to lob it down low. Taylor Jones up off the glass. She's got 8.
Nice presence on the low block. They're face guarding Banfield on the offside, just trying not to let her touch it at all.
A block by Taylor Jones on Nichols. How about that?
Her arms extended straight up, jumped with her.
3 ball from out top, barely draws the front iron by Allison Southers.
That's not the shot that Coach Southers wanted.
Here's Banfield, we get contact out top. That's Tori Jones for her first. .5:25 left here in the first half. Westbury Christian on top by 7. Throw it in the backcourt. Can Salibi save it? Yes, she does. A dangerous entry pass on the sideline inbounds. Salibi for Perkins, and we get contact, and it's Tori Jones with her second.
Yeah, 2 fouls within what, Tom, 30 seconds?
Yep. You see her reach over the top there.
Yeah, not worth it.
They find Nichols on the inbounds, and the lefty is good from just the left side of the bucket.
They lobbed it into Nichols, and she makes it look so easy. Nice soft touch.
6 points for Emma Nichols, who averages 19 on the year. The runner by Raspberry, too strong. Rebound tipped. Who's going to get it? Coming out of there with the basketball was Abbott. Taylor Jones trying to go in between 2 defenders, and it's an offensive foul on Taylor Jones. She tried to split 2 defenders here. Let's watch.
There's Perkins.
She initiated the contact on Perkins. First foul against Taylor Jones. 5 team fouls already here on Dallas Christian, just 1 for Westbury Christian. Seems like no matter where you go, you find a Houston-Dallas rivalry. We've got one here for the girls' TAPPS 5A crown. Banfield hit from behind by Callie Abbott.
Yeah, Callie Abbott's only job right now is to mirror Banfield. As you've noticed, Banfield hasn't been involved the last couple of times.
Like she was in the
It's almost
first
like
quarter.
a box and one.
Yeah.
That's it.
And they steal the inbounds pass. To the basket is Raspberry. And she's got 8. 4.5 to play here in the first half. Wild pass against the pressure. And return favor as Taylor Jones just threw it over the head of Allison Southers. Oh my goodness. Bad pass on one end. We'll give it right back to you. Banfield under pressure in the backcourt. Gets around Southers now, who's guarding her. Here's Perkins from the right elbow. Spins from 10. And the roll won't go. Taylor Jones, the longest arms for the rebound.
The long arm of the law, Taylor Jones.
Midway through the second quarter here. 7-point lead for Westbury Christian. They were runner-ups a year ago to the team they're playing. 3 from the left wing, too strong, but nice recovery underneath the basket. And muscled up, no good by Westbury, and we get a jump ball.
Yeah, they tried to initiate the contact on Nichols.
Warren Southers was looking for a call. It was not coming. Watch here.
And that's the problem. Her arms were extended straight up.
And she's got her position in verticality. We get a timeout here with 3:42 to go. This Westbury Christian front line. Alexa Orange is 6 feet. Emma Nichols is 6'4", and Mia Perkins is 6'2". That's pretty hard to penetrate.
Yes, it is.
They can set back there, and they play basically man-to-man, but they can play easily a 2-3 zone and have those 3 across the back line and make it very difficult for you to get the ball inside.
Well, Dallas Christian's focused, I think, a little more on forcing the foul and initiating the contact than actually scoring the basket.
Yep.
So really hasn't paid off thus far. So
you just can't go in there and expect to get contact and go to the free throw line. You got to go in there with the intent of finishing the play. And right now they're not taking that last step to finish the play. They're going in there to draw the contact, but stopping, if you will. So it's Westbury Christian ball underneath their own defensive goal. They get it into Banfield. Banfield guarded now by Tori King.
I think they're going to use a lot of girls to guard Banfield today.
Banfield on the high post for Nichols. Missed everything, but the putback for Orange is no good. And the rebound comes to Taylor Nichols. Ball was knocked out of her hands. The Dallas Christian fans wanted a foul call, but none was coming. Here's Taylor Jones around Nichols. Nichols may have gotten a piece of it. Taken back down by Tori Jones. Now it's back out to Southers. Here's Westbury on the drive. Got the contact and the takeaway by Nichols. She is just so strong down there, Neil.
Strong. She doesn't lean. She doesn't reach. Extends those arms.
She really has mastered the principle of verticality. Traveling violation there on Mia Perkins before the drive got underway.
Yeah, we'll see the travel there.
Tiffany Van Loon will come back in, and Tori Jones will sit down. Two and a half left here in period number 2, and we get a foul out high against Westbury. And it's going to be on Leah Salibi.
But only the second team foul, Tom, on Westbury.
But she's got them both. And that's a danger point.
Yes, it is. You have 7 bodies.
Taylor Jones tried to go up over Nichols, and this time they get the foul on Nichols.
Yeah, she reached a little bit that time, did Nichols.
Her first and the 3rd team foul. Let's watch it here.
See those arms got to come down, that right arm.
You saw the elbow and upper arm get her on top of the head. So Taylor Nichols at the free throw line with a miss. Jones with 9 points in the game, or with 8 points in the game. She and Westbury share the scoring lead for Dallas Christian. Got that one. So Jones and Westbury have 17 to their 20. They trail by 6 here with 2:20 left here in the first half. Trying to defend their TAPPS girls 5A title. Banfield, nice move out top, finds Perkins. Looks for Nichols down low, a little bit too long. Swung back in by Orange, but right into the arms of Van Loon. Here's Westbury, offensive foul.
I agree with that call.
Yes, sir.
Stood right in there and took the hit. Like to see that again.
But I think we'll see a great demonstration.
Yes.
Here she comes.
Oh, yes.
And clearly establishing position was Mia Perkins.
Great job by Perkins.
So it stays a 6-point game as we go under 2 minutes to play first half.
Yeah, if they're going to free Banfield up, they're going to need to set a screen.
Speaking of, there you go. Now she's loose. And the three on the way, won't get the roll. Orange with the rebound, lost it out of her hands. Taken down low by Southers. Quick clear for Raspberry. Raspberry with a path to the basket, finishes. You could almost tell her eyes lit up there as the seam opened up and she took advantage fully. Dallas Christian's come back to cut it to within 4. Here's Nichols. Up over Taylor Jones, who's going to get the whistle. Taylor Jones will get her second foul.
Really not supposed to put the ball on the floor as much when you're a big player down there on the block, but she does a nice job, as you'll see, of protecting the ball. Her dribble is away from the defender on the baseline. Good job.
Just a little head and shoulder pump fake right at the end. Drew the arms to come over the top and create the foul. Nichols with a miss from the free throw line on her first trip.
And I'll be interested to see if the tempo of this game is going to wear on Westbury Christian in the second half.
Yep. King comes out, Callie Abbott comes back in for Dallas Christian. Nichols good, 1 out of 2 from the line. She's got 7. Minute 15 to go here in the first half. 27-22, 5-point lead for Westbury Christian. They lob it down low for Taylor Jones, and she got clobbered down there.
Yeah, a little high-low action. They didn't allow Jones to come down.
They'll call this one on Alexa Orange. Watch here.
You see the lob.
Yeah, you saw Orange come in from the left side of your screen. Here's Jones with a drive over Nichols. Strong to the basket for Taylor Jones, who has 11.
Nice job of muscling that up against a very good defender.
3-point game, 50 seconds to go, first half. Banfield being shadowed by Callie Abbott.
Continue to need to screen for her to get her open and let her create.
Back out to Banfield near midcourt. Abbott has to be careful at this distance. She has 2 fouls. There's the screen. The dish to Orange. Inside for Nichols. She'll miss. Taylor Jones with a rebound. And a last chance maybe for Dallas Christian here. Down to 20 seconds. Will they play for one or will they take their rotation? Taylor Jones, the step back jumper, no good. Rebound. Nichols has got it for Westbury Christian. The outlet for Banfield. Down to 5 seconds. Here's Perkins on the drive. The crossover step and banked it home at the buzzer. Mia Perkins at the buzzer for Westbury Christian. Will give the Wildcats a 5-point lead at the end of the first half of the TAPPS Girls 5A Championship game in Abilene. It's Westbury Christian 29, Dallas Christian 24. Stay tuned. Halftime activities from Abilene will come your way right after this timeout.
Steve Prudhomme.
Steve Prudhomme?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your title, Steve?
I'm the Associate Director of TAPPS.
Okay.
Just outside the line of fire.
Quite a game we got going on here.
Oh, this is exciting. I've been looking forward to it. I watched the semifinals yesterday, and
Did you?
this was going to be a good one.
Yep. Yes. Dallas Christian won last year 48-46 in overtime. No, not 2 years ago, no. This is the rematch, if you will.
I love drum lines.
They're good. You know, I never appreciated it until that movie came out a few years ago, and I saw that, and I went, "Holy cow!" You know about bands, but you don't think about drum lines quite so much.
Right. Well, those are the kids that get in trouble in class because they won't sit still. If you put them in a drum line, they're going to be okay. I got a student who's on the performance of Stomp. You ever seen Stomp?
Yeah.
I'm about to kill that kid. He's hitting on everything. He was a drummer in a band. Now he's on Broadway.
Wow.
Are we looking at the camera as we go, or?
We can look at the camera. We can look at each other. It's okay. Either one's fine. Just be comfortable and natural.
Okay.
Whichever way you're looking, you want to talk to me, that's fine. You want to talk to the camera, that's fine too.
Okay.
And we bring it back to Kimbrell Arena in Abilene, site of the 2017 TAPPS Girls Basketball Championships. We've got a dandy going for you here in the 5A title game as we had a 5-point lead, 27-22. Westbury Christian on top of Dallas Christian in a rematch of a game a year ago. And joining us now at halftime is the Associate Director of TAPPS, and that is Steve Prudhomme. And Steve, what a first half we saw here today. Fans getting their money's worth.
They are, and I'm telling you what, we're seeing post play as good as any in the state right now in this game.
You know, and it's a rematch from a game that went overtime a year ago. We could see it go down to the wire again very easily.
We've already had a few overtime contests this weekend, so why not another?
So tell us about how things have gone from the TAPPS perspective coming here to Abilene this year for the tournament.
Abilene's been great. They've opened their arms to us everywhere we go. They're saying we're glad to have you here. This is a big thing for the city. McMurray and Abilene Christian, their staff,
boys,
their kids, they've been great. They make it easy.
Now you guys at TAPPS a little bit of a transition. You've taken your headquarters and moved them in to Texas World Speedway. How does that all work together?
Well, we were going to move up north, and we wanted to be near Denton area.
Right.
And Texas Motor Speedway actually was a really good fit for us, both price-wise and accommodations. And we're right over turn number 2, so we get to watch the races right from our offices.
You know, I've had the chance to visit Texas Motor Speedway and going up there, and you see this big building in turn 2, and you know that part of it is a hotel and part of it is office space and whatnot. I'm thinking, if I'm ever seeing a race at Texas Motor Speedway, I want to stay in the hotel, sit out on my balcony, and would take it all in.
That's exactly how it's done. And right now they're redoing the track, so we're getting to watch that go on. It's going full speed.
Yep. NASCAR is really, really big up in the Dallas area. But tell us about TAPPS here. Finishing up kind of the winter season, are you now with this basketball fan?
We're getting there. We have one more weekend of playoffs, and then we have our state championship of winter soccer, and then that'll officially end the winter season for us.
And where will the winter soccer take place?
That'll be at the Waco ISD Stadium.
Okay.
And that'll be right before spring break.
Right where they had the football championships as well.
Well, we had that at Midway High
School.
School.
Oh, that was at Midway. That's right. So you're back in the city of Waco, more or less. We're on the south side of the last time.
Yeah, about 10 minutes away.
Yeah, but nonetheless. So you like to stay in this. Is the Central Texas area good for TAPPS for hosting these kind of events, do you think?
Location-wise, it's optimal because everybody can get to it, easier. When we go west, we go east, somebody's going to be traveling a little bit more. But the accommodations are there, and it's what we're looking for. That's where we're going to go.
All right. What's coming up in the spring now?
In the spring, we got baseball. It's going to be going to Concordia University in Austin.
Right.
We'll be going back to Baylor for track, which is just our marquee matchup. We'll have our golf. We have our tennis going on. And, again, that'll be in the Central Texas area, so we're looking forward to it.
As TAPPS tries to grow and establish its presence, how hard has it been to establish your brand against the UIL?
Well, it's not against, it's with. I mean, we're part of the great state of Texas, and we're the private school organization. We feel like we've already established ourselves, and we're just growing and evolving and getting bigger and better. And again, we're adding events and adding schools, and it's an exciting time.
So you're not really trying to compete with them. You're just trying to expand the focus of high school activities.
That's right. That's right. And there's a place for both of us here in the state, and again, there's a clientele. And the UIL, we look to them as partners.
What about away from athletics, which is the focal point of our? What do you got going on in TAPPS non-athletic wise?
Well, we're going to have a lot of our fine arts competitions. We're going to have our arts and our academics coming up. We came off in the fall. We had a great one-act play in drumline. As you can tell, we do have good drum lines going on, so we look forward to that. Our music, ensemble, choir. It's amazing how many activities that we offer.
It's really people who don't know that much about TAPPS need to get involved and go to the TAPPS website and find out a little bit more and find out what you guys have to offer both as far as academics are concerned and athletics and other activities for full-rounded student production.
That's right. When you look at it, we have just about an even number of students involved in athletics and our fine arts academics. So
How about that?
It's kind of a neat thing to see those kids going after it.
Well, it's a great job that you guys have done hosting. We're glad to be part of this here in Abilene. Hope we got a great second half coming up.
I think we're assured of that.
Steve Prudhomme, the Associate Director of TAPPS, joining us here at halftime at Kimbrough Stadium. 27-24 is the lead for Westbury Christian in the girls 5A championship game. We'll be back with more halftime activities after this timeout. Sorry.
Hey, did Banfield have any points in the second quarter?
No.
Had 14 in the first. Difference in the ball game. I mean, they're still winning, but
back here at halftime. I cheated both teams on basket. It's 29-24, not 27-22. Halftime here.
Cheated both of them.
Well, I made it even, yes. I was wiped out of basket along the way. But a 5-point lead for Westbury Christian. Rematch of the 5A title game a year ago, won by Dallas Christian in overtime. We had an exciting and entertaining first half, so why don't we take a look at some of the first half highlights here. As we roll it between these two teams. And the big player right away, Taylor Jones, who had 11 points to lead. Dallas Christian got underway. Had a little help on the outside, a three from Raspberry. Jones there on the short ball with the putback. Part of her 11. Mia Perkins, who had 8 points for Westbury Christian with a putback, but watch here. As Marissa Banfield goes to work from the outside. You saw one three-pointer. Here comes number 2.
Nice job of getting her feet set.
How about 3? Have you seen enough? Should we show you one more? Maybe after a full court drive to the basket by Kaylee Raspberry for Dallas Christian. Inside, they find the big player, Emmer Nichols, 6'4". And there's number 4, right there for Marissa Banfield. Had 14 points in the first half, but had all of them in the first quarter. They changed the defense, did Warren Southers in the second quarter, and managed to keep her off the score sheet. And right there to close out the first half, the runner by Mia Perkins to make it a 5-point game. 29-24, Westbury Christian with the lead. We'll come back and get you ready for second half action from Kimbrough Arena right after this timeout. Coming back with yesterday's news. Yesterday here in Abilene, over at Abilene Christian University, we had the boys 4A, 5A, and 6A championship games. Lubbock Trinity Christian taking the 4A crown by a convincing manner, as did the Westbury Christian boys. Big win over Frisco Legacy, and Plano Prestonwood got by Bishop Lynch in a Dallas matchup of the 6A title game that went right down to the wire. Earlier today, it was Lutheran North out of Houston taking the girls 4A title game, and coming up after this one, around 5 o'clock or so, depending on time of this game, Bishop Lynch against Parish Episcopal. Right here, it's 29-24. And a 2-3 zone to start for Westbury Christian. Taylor Jones trying to get by on the low post, turns with the left hand. Wow, pretty move.
Yeah, spun away from 2 defenders into the middle of the paint. Make that look so easy.
She has 13 now.
Still face guarding Banfield over here, making it difficult for her to possess the ball.
Yeah, they brought the double team in on Jones, and when she rolled to the right, it was right where the double team was, but when she went back left, it was wide open for that shot. Here's Banfield on the baseline, cut off by Abbott. Now feeds down low, this is Perkins. Up and it rolled off, no good. Fight for the rebound, Perkins will get it. Another chance for Westbury Christian. Salibi threw it away, but there to rescue it was Banfield. She'll take another 3, rims in and out, no good. And Taylor Jones will run down the rebound for Dallas Christian. The long ball would tie this game. Dallas Christian had the early lead, but then the 3-point barrage by Banfield has given Westbury Christian the lead that they have not surrendered since. A bad possession by the Chargers. Westbury Christian goes back on the attack. Banfield, the baseline runner, too strong. Orange with the putback, however.
Nice job on the offside by Orange of anticipating the miss, putting that one back in.
First bucket of the game for Alexa Orange. The lead is back at 5. Taylor Jones baseline over Nichols, too strong, but a foul.
Is that going to be on Nichols?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, she turned her body. She wasn't straight up. As you'll see here, right there, turned her and got her with that left arm.
You know, she stayed vertical, but it was the
did.
body rotation. It was the vertical rotation that created the foul. So Taylor Jones with 13 points in the game at the line to shoot 2. A look there at Warren Southers, the head coach here. As Jones makes the first, he said this is really a family that he's got here because his daughter, Addison Southers, a senior, many of these girls have been together since kindergarten. And he was coaching them then. And we get a violation on the free throw, so it doesn't count. It's the outside players getting inside that 3-point arc before the ball was released. So wipe out the free throw. But back to Warren Southers. He's coached these girls since they were little bitty. So it's not just somebody coming into your program and graduating and going on. They've been part of your life for a long time. Nichols gets it down for Perkins, who will muscle it in.
And Nichols to Perkins, block-to-block passing.
10 points now for Perkins. Here's Taylor Jones at the left elbow. Goes up between 2 defenders and will get an and 1.
Unbelievable job.
Now wait, one is called an and 1 and one is called a block. Now the officials are going to have to confer here because the outside official said and 1.
Yeah, Westbury Christian thinks they got the and 1.
No, Dallas Christian thinks they're getting the and 1. Westbury thinks they drew the charge.
Correct.
And the conversation between our officials to try and hash this out.
Well, the Dallas Christian fans
get a look at it here.
1. Oh.
It's close.
Yes, it is.
You know, it was close to see if Perkins got her position established after Jones left the floor. And if she's already in the air, that's a block. Because you can't come under a player who is in the air attacking the basket. We're having quite the discussion here. Here's one more look. You see her step in.
Well, are they looking at Perkins or are they looking at Nichols?
And the discussion's going to continue here as the officials have sent both teams to the bench for a moment.
I'm not sure if it's Perkins or Nichols that they're talking about, though, Tom.
Yeah, I think Perkins
came up late from the side.
Yeah.
So, be interesting to see if they determine here.
We have 5:36 to go in the third quarter. This could be a critical juncture of this game because right now it's a 6-point lead with a chance to trim it to 3. And if it goes against Taylor Jones, it would be her third foul. Now we'll have an explanation of the scorers table. Maybe we can get it from the officials as well. Well, here we come back to action. One more look here. You know, you've got Perkins establishing position defensively, but you have Nichols coming out on Jones. And it's going to wind up being an offensive foul. The call against Taylor Jones will be her third. So a big moment in this game. And Salibi was fouled by Addison Southers. Gonna get a substitution as Carly Jones will come in. You see the poke away.
It's a reach.
The reach across by Southers.
I don't know if it's a foul. I mean, there was contact. Did they lose possession of the ball? No. That's always my gauge. Did they get an unfair advantage and lose possession?
So here's Banfield. Scoreless since the big outburst in the first quarter. Cross court for Salibi. The step back two-pointer is short. Taken away by Taylor Jones with the 3 fouls. Southers back outside to Raspberry to Southers for Carly Jones at the elbow. Down for little sister.
Continue to work the triangle.
Raspberry through 2 defenders.
Perkins took the charge that time.
Tried to split 2, and Kaylee Raspberry gets her second
no
foul.
Argument.
Not this
Coach
time.
Southers that time.
Not this time, no. Not like the other one.
Pretty evident.
Player control foul against Raspberry, her second. 3 team fouls here in the second half against Dallas Christian. Still trailing by 6, 4:45 left. Banfield misses from 3. Taylor Jones the rebound. Banfield's lost the touch. Nice entry pass down low and a great finish by Taylor Jones, who has 16 now to lead all scorers. Four-point lead for Westbury Christian. Nichols muscles her way in from the left side of the basket. Just too physical down there. Imposing her will. Past the midway point of period number 3. Here's Abbott from the right wing. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound. Picked up by Southers. In and out, back in again. Addison Southers with her first basket.
Great persistence. Offensive glass.
4-point game. Deflection by Raspberry. Loose ball taken away by Southers. Taken back by Perkins for Nichols, alone under the basket.
It's a play by Perkins of seeing her teammate Nichols under the basket.
Raspberry back in front court. Looks inside. Oh, that was a misguided pass. Taken by Taylor Jones around Nichols. That's got to be a foul on Nichols.
Oh, there's no question there. Coach Southern was was in the ear of the official there as soon as that contact occurred.
That's Emma Nichols' third foul. She's moving, you know, trying to make it look like she's shying away from contact, but creating it. So Taylor Jones at the free throw line. 2 out of 3 in the ball game. They get 2 out of 4. 6-point lead for Westbury Christian. Abbott and Southers will come out. And Tori King and Tiffany Van Loon will check in. Short on the second one. And we get a rebounding foul. It's going to be on Perkins, I believe. Mia Perkins will get her first.
Like to see that one again.
That'll be the third team foul. Turnaround, nicely done by Taylor Jones off the inbounds pass.
Yeah, Jones does a nice job of utilizing the defender and spinning away.
Banfield shovels it off for Salibi. Gets it back. They've done a nice job at taking Banfield out of this offense.
Yes, they have.
That's a travel on Alexa Orange. Stumbled just a little bit. See her with a big brace on the right leg. And walking a little gimpy coming up here after that misstep on the potential baseline drive. King for 3, no good. Rebound, Nichols, traveled. She was trying to keep the ball away from Taylor Jones and shuffle the feet. Let's take a look here.
Yes.
See the bunny hop? This time it was Perkins who takes it away as they try to go down low.
And again, to get Banfield open, they're going to need to screen for her.
Poked away by Tori King. They fight for the ball on the floor. We get a tie-up.
Looks like she was hitting the head. Banfield on the floor now.
During that scramble.
Yes.
You can see her slow to get up. But with players diving for the ball, she may have taken an inadvertent shot.
A shot to that right eye.
Let's see if we can take a look here. Oh, it's
Yes.
It just fell on top of her to Tori King. And Michael Williams said, I got to call a halt to the proceedings here and give my team a little bit of a breather. 2:18 left in the third, 37-33. Westbury Christian maintaining the advantage. It was 5 at the break. And it's 4 here with 2:11 to go. Well, the adjustment was made by Dallas Christian to get Banfield out of the game, but it's opened up the inside game as Nichols and Perkins have come back with 11 and 10 points respectively.
It has. Pick your poison on that one.
Meanwhile, Taylor Jones is trying to exert herself defensively down low, or offensively down low for Dallas Christian. She has 18. Raspberry's been hot and cold. She had 6 points in the first quarter, 2 more in the second, but not to be heard from here in the third.
Well, there haven't been a lot of points scored in this quarter. Only 17 total, 9 points for Dallas Christian, 8 for Westbury Christian.
So here we
go. A lot of physical play here.
Oh yeah.
But not a lot of points scored.
We're not lacking for action. This is not a stand around 4 corners game. Ball knocked out of bounds. They say last touched by Dallas Christian by Raspberry. When it kicked off legs, they say last touch by Raspberry's leg. Let's see if we can see it here. There it hit Oh yeah, there it is. Clearly. Great call. Great call. Clearly off the right leg of Kaylee Raspberry. Happened right in front of us, so we couldn't see quite down that low over the scorer's table. But that replay clearly showed. Ball going out of bounds. Under 2 to go now in the third. Trying to lob it down low. Jones got a piece of it. Orange couldn't get it in, and Jones will take it away. Here's Raspberry for Carly Jones. Between 2 defenders, threw up a wild one, and Perkins will take it away for Westbury Christian.
You're so close, but you have 2 large bodies there. You have to pass that one out.
Now 90 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Just because you're close in proximity doesn't mean you have the best opportunity.
Perkins in the high post. Spins, the floater, good and one.
Nice move. Tight spiral spin that time by Mia Perkins inside.
And it's going to be Carly Jones with a foul right there.
Yeah, went up against Carly. Carly's got to be a little stronger inside there. You can't give ground to someone like Mia Perkins, and she did.
Now, Warren Southern's going to call a timeout here with 1:17 left and a 6-point lead for Westbury Christian. Well, he told us beforehand they had to come from 14 down last year to get to overtime and eventually win it. They're not as far back this time, but they're going to have to put on a fourth quarter spurt here if they're going to defend their title. And it's been very interesting to talk to both coaches about the mentality since it is a rematch.
Well, that's something I talked to Coach Williams before the game, and I asked him how many times has he really mentioned last year. He said only a couple. You know, the kids know, and they'll get fired up.
Yeah, and Warren Souther says that with many of his players back from last year's team, they wanted to show people that this was not a fluke.
Correct.
Getting the championship, and they want to back it up with another one. Perkins can't get the three-point play. Misses on the free throw. So the lead stays at 6 with 1:10 to play in the third. Raspberry in the corner, back out to Southers. Trying to get inside. Taylor Jones, too strong. Loose ball poked away by Van Loon, however, and recovered by Abbott. Here's Southers through the paint. Too strong again. Loose ball. Jump ball called underneath. Alternating possession will give it to Westbury Christian.
Yeah, Dallas Christian with many opportunities by the basket. You've got to convert on those easy opportunities.
Well, they're not so easy with
that
tree
you got
line
big
up
bodies
there.
there. I understand, but to me, you've either got to get to the free throw line or you've got to score.
Right. Here's Perkins. Tried to lay it off for Nichols. Salibi saves in the corner.
That was a great save.
The pass down low. Stolen. Here's Raspberry. Leaves it off on the back door and a nice finish. Torrey King with a finish there. But check it, that was Abbott on the finish. And Nichols lost it out of bounds with a good defensive position from Taylor Jones.
Jones really made her work that time.
So now 8 seconds. We'll see how fast Dallas Christian can get up. Quick pass to Southers. Down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. They're not going to get a shot away in time. Didn't manage those final seconds well, but they did manage to slice a point off the deficit. Outscoring Westbury Christian 11-10 in the third, but it's still a 4-point lead for the Wildcats from Houston as we play for the girls' 5A title at TAPPS here in Abilene. Fourth quarter coming your way next.
Yeah.
No rest for the weary as we're back to play in the fourth quarter. Kayla Raspberry with a miss, but now a steal and a bad pass. And a foul as Banfield hits the deck. Foul is going to be on Tori Jones. It'll be her third. 5 team fouls now against Dallas Christian. Westbury Christian with 4 team fouls. Perkins in the backcourt. Watch out for the 10 count. Michael Williams was counting 10 and he called timeout.
Heads up play by coach.
Great coaching right there. He knew his team was not going to get the ball across the midcourt stripe in time. But you know what? This is one of these basketball rules that I would like to see changed. If you've got 10 seconds to get the ball across the midcourt stripe, and you use 9 seconds up and call a timeout, why do you get 10 more seconds to get it across the midcourt
I
stripe?
agree with you. You should get 1 additional. That's it. You should indicate when the timeout was called and how much time remains.
And that's where you pick it up again.
Correct.
That's a rule I would love to see changed. But instead, they're going to get 10 seconds, and it's full court pressure for Dallas Christian. They get it into Nichols. She looks for somebody to give the ball to. It's Banfield. Banfield will take it across against Callie Abbott. Here's Perkins down on the block. Up between 2 defenders. Spins out, no good. Fight for the rebound. Perkins with a tie-up with Jones. And alternating possession will keep the ball with Westbury Christian. Banfield to trigger the inbound. Finds Orange and gets it back. Here's Perkins. Big step in the lane, travel. No Euro step there, Neil.
No, I'm okay with that call.
So a minute gone by and we stayed 39-35. Southers cross court, dangerous pass, but nice recovery by Tori Jones. Here's Taylor Jones over Nichols, too strong. Rebound comes down to Perkins, and when she fell to the floor, that's traveling.
Yeah, she secured the rebound, but fell down, and that'll be the turnover.
Take a look again.
Yeah, good job defensively.
But here she's got it, and then goes to the ground. Inbounds pass for Southers. Back to Raspberry from 18. It won't go. Backdoor rebound, however. They put it back out. Taylor Jones, yes. Taylor Jones with 20. It's a 2-point game. It's as close as Dallas Christian's been in a long time. They break the pressure. Find King at the top of the circle. Here's Nichols. Around Perkins, yes.
Nice friendly roll that time by Perkins.
With 14. Back out to a 4-point game. Taylor Jones over Nichols and one this time. No doubt about it.
Well, Mia Perkins, who was out on the perimeter, they lobbed it in right there. Gets there a little late.
You see the reach in down low as she was coming up with the shot.
Yeah, got there a little bit late to help Nichols, and she did reach in.
Third foul against Mia Perkins. 5 team fouls for each team now. Free throw off the mark, no good. And Nichols will secure the rebound for Westbury Christian. Got it to Perkins, barely. Watch free throws here in the fourth quarter. They could be the difference in this game. Banfield out away from the basket. Launches a deep 3. Wow! First point since the first quarter, and what a time for it.
Yeah, Callie Abbott kind of backed off of her because of her ability to drive, and she nails it.
Here's Abbott going baseline, tried to hook it back out to Taylor Jones, and deflected out of bounds by the big arms of Nichols.
Yeah, that big paw of Nichols got up there and swatted that back. My goodness, there she is.
That is a
rhythm.
deep three.
Yes, it is.
Taylor Jones between two defenders, can't get it to go. Fights for the rebound, tries again, and yes.
Great job of cleaning up the glass that time by Taylor Jones.
She has 24. Banfield telling everybody, get away, I've got this. Pass for Salibi. And now Nichols, and she lost it. Taylor Jones going coast to coast. Won't go, but drew the foul. Might be number 4 against Nichols.
I think it will be.
And it is. Emmer Nichols with her 4th foul.
There she is with her acceleration.
Nice change of pace by Jones. Looked like she was going to stop with that dribble and then made the burst to the basket. We got a timeout on the floor with 4:48 to go, a 3-point game. Westbury Christian 44 and Dallas Christian 41. The final last year at overtime was 48-46.
Oh, that's something you talked to Coach Williams about. What type of score would he like, in the 50s or in the 60s? Who do you think would prevail?
Right, and he's got his pace for the most part. You know, Dallas Christian has tried to speed them up at times with a pressure defense, but really hasn't rattled Westbury Christian. They've handled it, they've maintained their composure, and played their game.
Well, they haven't relinquished the lead either.
No. You said the early on, it was Dallas Christian who got off the early lead, but once the three-point barrage from Banfield started, the lead has been Westbury Christian's ever since.
We'll see how effective Nichols can be with 4 fouls, correct?
She has 4, Perkins has 3.
So if I'm Dallas Christian, I continue to attack her because what a presence inside.
You know, if either one of those big players goes out of the ball game, it's going to make a big difference.
Sure.
So now the 2-shot opportunity for...
How many fouls for Perkins?
Perkins has 3.
3.
Taylor Jones, first one on the way and good. 25 now for Jones. She is 3 out of 5 from the line. The only of the 3 Jones girls to score here in the game, oddly enough.
I think you're right, Tom. I think it's going to come down to a free throw shooting contest here.
Taylor Jones goes 1 for 2, and it's a 2-point game. Long down the floor for Nichols. She'll throw it back outside to Salibi.
Westbury Christian, you definitely want the ball in the hands of Banfield.
Very poised with it. Here she goes to the basket. Blocked. Great block by Tori Jones. Here's Raspberry. Back outside. Gets it back from the corner. Bullseye. 3-pointer for the lead. Kaylee Raspberry. 45-44 Dallas Christian. Nichols down low for Perkins with the right hand. No good. Taylor Jones rebound.
It's a big rebound for Taylor Jones that time, Tom.
3:45 left now. 1-point game. Finally, Dallas Christian has regained the lead. It's been nearly 25 minutes since they were in front. Now they get a little deliberate. Oh, wild entry pass to Taylor Jones. She kicks it back out. Raspberry, not this time. Taken away by Taylor Jones over the back, and that's going to be her 4th.
She's been very fortunate on a few of those, but right arm was on the shoulder there. Not going to give her that one. Especially when you're on the outside looking in.
Yep. 3 minutes, 15 seconds to play. Westbury Christian with a chance to go back on top. Perkins hands to Banfield. Now Salibi. Nichols, too strong. But on the back door to clean up was Arant, but
Perkins
she couldn't get it to go.
Lucky it wasn't her 4th.
Taylor Jones through the double team. Taken away by Perkins, but the ball comes out.
That looked like a jump ball.
No good from the corner by Tori Jones. And Salibi, the littlest player on the floor, gets the rebound. Banfield through traffic, stops and pops, top of the key, no good. And Southers will take the ball. Back and forth we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. And Warren Southers wants to slow this down a little bit. With his team up by 1 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to play. What a finish we're in store for.
Oh yes, Westbury Christian still yet to substitute, Tom.
Nope.
5 players the entire game. It's impressive.
There's only 2 sitting on the bench. You have Madison Simon, who is a junior.
Yes.
Here's Banfield. Great block by Tori Jones, leads to the run by Raspberry. Draw the defense away, get it back, and that's what gave him the lead right there. And Jelena Alabon, she's a sophomore. Those are the only players on the bench for Michael Williams and Westbury Christian.
What physical condition you have to be in. And you've got to play smart. Stay out of foul trouble.
Put the ball in the backcourt to Callie Abbott. Now over to Raspberry. Trying to pull the defense out a little bit.
So they can attack the rim and attack Nichols.
And take some time off the clock. Got a 1-point lead. Abbott.
Sometimes it's too early to hold the basketball, Tom. I think this is a situation where I don't think you're going to hold the ball for 2 minutes without turning it over.
Unless you've worked really, really hard in practice on these situations.
I understand. And as I coach, we did it, but that's a long time.
Taylor Jones over on the left sideline. Back out to Southers. We're down.
Well, in the next foul, that's another thing they're thinking about. That's a 1-and-1.
Here's Abbott for Jones. Back to Southers. Down to a minute and a half to go, so they've taken a minute off the clock here.
4 quarters.
And there's a foul by Banfield. And Raspberry will shoot 1-and-1.
Now, will fouls come into play here? You've got 4. Naturally, you can't have Nichols foul. Perkins has 3.
But everybody else is pretty free.
That's good.
So Raspberry's first trip to the line. Front end of the 1-and-1, no good.
Big miss.
Taken down by Nichols. And now Westbury Christian to go back on top. Minute 20 to play.
They don't need a 3. They just need the best shot they can get.
Here's the 3, Banfield short, but it goes right to Nichols, who's way
does.
outside, but taken away. Taylor Jones quickly to Abbott. And she'll pull it away from the basket again. And we get another foul by Banfield.
And I think Nichols lost the contact. She got hit in the eye down on the other end. Taylor Jones was able to take the ball away, so.
She's squinting a little bit down there on the block.
Yeah, she got hit in the eye. We'll see it down there. See, she kind of lost vision right here.
Yeah.
And then the right eye.
Missed on the free throw again.
Well.
And Taylor Jones had the rebound and lost it. We got a jump ball as Abbott dives in. It belongs to Dallas Christian. How about that?
Very fortunate. Because Taylor Jones put the ball on the floor and lost it.
And we have a timeout called by Dallas Christian with 59 seconds to go. Still holding that 1-point lead. Let's take a look here at this last play. Taken away from Jones, but reaching in. Abbott did get a hold of it. Against Orange. Quick whistle on the jump ball.
That was a very quick one.
And it just so happens the arrow stays with Dallas Christian. There, just as you pointed out, Neil, you've got Amira Nichols looking over, trying to get a new contact back in her eye. She's still there on the bench. Hopefully she's got it in all right. So the reset, 59 seconds left in regulation. 1-point lead, Dallas Christian. They get it into Raspberry.
There's definitely no reason to shoot the ball now.
There's the foul. Oh my goodness.
That's
it's
going to be Perkins'
Yeah.
fourth. That's her fourth, though,
Yes.
not her fifth. So,
But still,
yes.
that puts her on the verge
Yes, it
now.
does. Someone else is going to have to take the fouls here. It can't be Perkins.
Or Nichols.
It can't be Nichols.
Could be anybody else,
Yes.
but not those two.
That's going to be interesting.
And now Callie Abbott, 5'5" junior, with 2 points in the ball game. Make it 3. And a
Well, this
2-point
is
lead.
the big one here.
Abbott back at the line for one more. Sweet.
Well,
Nothing but net on either one of those.
They still don't need a three-pointer. It's too early. 53 seconds is. I mean, if you have it, okay. If you don't, you need to work it in to your big girls.
And now Westbury Christian will call timeout with 53.4. And Michael Williams will go over the options for his team.
Couldn't ask for anything more, Tom, in this one.
No. But you got Banfield now, who can hit the three and has hit the three, has 5 of them in the ball game. So she's available if they lose her somewhere defensively to take that shot. Otherwise, as you mentioned, with 53.4 to go, a basket here makes it a one-possession game. However, the next foul committed by Westbury Christian will be the 10th.
Yes, it
and
will.
be double bonus for Dallas Christian. After this ball game, about a half hour after we're done, around 5:30, it'll be the 6A Girls Championship game. Parish Episcopal against Bishop Lynch. A couple of Dallas area teams will vie for the final championship on this championship Saturday here at Kimbrell Arena. So 53.4 seconds to go. We know which 5 are on the floor for Westbury Christian. They've been there the whole game. For Dallas Christian, you've got Taylor Jones, Tori Jones, Kaylee Raspberry, Callie Abbott,
I get the ball in the hands of Banfield.
Southers. Yep.
You better not back off that young lady.
It's going to be Tori Jones's job to try and keep up with her. Trying to set a double screen out top. You got both Perkins and Nichols away from the basket.
She's got a quick trigger.
30 seconds to play.
You don't necessarily need that.
There it is. Oh, look at that.
Alternate possession. There we go.
It'll be Westbury Christian.
Very fortunate on that. You don't see that very often.
No.
Makes it easy when you're a 6'3".
Taylor Jones with the lead.
Man. Doesn't it?
Pries the ball loose.
But they're still looking for that 3. I really don't think they need that, Tom. They need a good look at the basket.
Well, I think Michael Williams has opted to go for the 3, knowing that it's double bonus at the other end.
Sure.
Here's Salibi. Gives it up for Perkins. Perkins, a step back 3. Oh, partially blocked by Jones. And goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbury Christian with 13.4 to go.
My goodness.
What a heads-up play down on the baseline.
Well, now you're going to have to
protect and let that ball go out of bounds.
Oh, yes. No question. Now you've got the foul, and it could turn into a 2-possession game.
And it's Salibi with the immediate foul against Callie Abbott.
I think Westbury Christian just put too much emphasis on that 3-pointer, Tom, and just couldn't get a good look at it. So
once again, here's Banfield's 3. And
fair look.
She didn't get clear. She had to launch it in a hurry. Now Abbott can make this a 2-possession game with 2 free throws here. She is ice water on that free throw line. She's had 3 here in the last few seconds.
And Dallas Christian looking for back-to-back state championships, Tom.
Unfazed by the pressure of the moment. The junior eyes it one more time. Whoa, rattles it in and out, no good. It's a 4-point lead, 10 seconds to go. Quickly is Banfield, stop and pop, top of the arc, no good. Rebound fought for, jump ball. It's gonna go to Dallas Christian with 3.6 to go. The Chargers, 3.6 away from the repeat. They get it into Raspberry, and she'll be fouled with under a second to go.
And that'll be her 5th foul. Not that it's going to make a difference in
Not
this
now.
outcome, but first time they've subbed the entire game.
So Perkins will foul out with .4. And Madison Simon will check in.
A tough way to go out if you're Mia Perkins, the senior. Played really, really well today.
And now Kaylee Raspberry at the free throw line to shoot 2 here. She missed a pair a moment ago. See if she can redeem herself out with the pressure off. 14 for Raspberry. For the cherry on top. 50-44. And Dallas Christian has won their second straight TAPPS Girls 5A championship as they again defeat Westbury Christian in a nail-biter, this time in Abilene. 25 points for Taylor Jones, 15 for Kaylee Raspberry, 5 points for Callie Abbott, but 3 huge free throws in the final seconds to open up just enough breathing room to give the Chargers the victory. The celebration goes on, and we'll try and get Warren Southers over here for a word before we begin the presentation ceremonies out on the floor. So thus far, we've had Lutheran North win the 4A championship, Dallas Christian with a repeat in the 5A title game. And coming up about a half hour from now, we will have Bishop Lynch and Dallas Parish Episcopal go at it for the 6A title. Now once Warren Southers gets done shaking hands over there, big hug between Southers and Michael Williams. 2 outstanding ball games for both of these teams the last 2 years. Now we'll get him to come give us a word here, courtside. Well, Coach, you guys have a flair for the dramatic, is all I have to say. Overtime last year and right down to the buzzer this year.
Yeah, you know, at halftime we were down 5, and that's what it was last year. And we were like, oh, don't tell us we're in this situation again. But it all worked out. Unbelievable. The kids just performed and took care of business down the stretch.
Yeah, Coach, how did you keep your kids up when things got a little tough there?
You know, that's them. We basically, you know, we said what we needed to, but they were the ones that talked. They talked to each other and they said, this is not over. We've been down before to them. We can come back and do this. And it was all their doing.
You know, leading the way was Taylor Jones, but she had a lot of help along the way from her teammates.
Well, she did. You know, that's the thing about this team. They all know their role, and they all play it, and they're good with that because they know that they each play it just like our body. We all got something to do, you know, the hands, the feet, and everything.
Coach, I thought the key was being able to limit Banfield in the second half.
Absolutely. She wore us out in the first half, so first quarter.
Yes.
We had to go man-to-man and basically limited her shots at that point.
Well, congratulations on the repeat championship. 2 in a row for the Chargers from Dallas Christian. Congratulations.
Back-to-back.
Warren Southers, and that'll do it. Well, that's going to wrap it up for our 5A title game here in Abilene today. Don't forget, stay tuned. About 30 minutes from now, about 5:30, we'll be on the air. 6A title game. But once again, our final in the 5A championship game, Dallas Christian 50 and Westbury Christian 44. For Neil Raphael, Tom Franklin saying so long from Abilene. See you back here for the 6A game.